First tonight, team coverage from your local election headquarters on this election day. 10 months ago, this was looking like an off year for elections in southern New England. That is until David Cicilline announced he was leaving Congress. Right now, voters in Rhode Island's 1st congressional district are casting ballots on his replacement, Democrat Gabe Amo or Republican Gary Leonard. At last check, the Board of Elections reports more than 60,000 ballots cast, but that's a turnout about 15%. The biggest turnout so far is actually in North Kingstown, where voters are deciding on a so-called mega bond. We'll have more on bond questions in a moment, but first we go live to Sheena Losciuto with an update on the CD1 race.
Well, tonight we're live at a polling location in East Providence. Suddenly we're seeing that rain here, but voters are still coming and going here at this hour. We spoke with both Amo and Leonard today. They had a really busy day talking with voters and going to those different polling locations, hoping to get that last-minute support.
The clock is ticking. The polls close down at 8 o'clock. We asked the candidates hoping to fill the seat for Rhode Island's 1st congressional district to make one final pitch to voters.
I'd be honored to represent you in Washington, D.C., and I humbly ask for your vote today. And God bless this country and God bless this state.
You've heard me throughout this campaign talk about a Rhode Island story, a story of grit, hard work, and resilience that we're all tied together in. And I want to take those values down to the U.S. House of Representatives.
Democrat Gabe Amo and Republican Gary Leonard are both hoping to be the new blood sent to Washington, D.C. Both men spending the day traveling the district they hope to soon represent, the eastern part of the state from Woonsocket to Newport.
I am so heartened to see Rhode Islanders really exercising their sacred obligation to participate in voting, and that's what I'm doing today, thanking people for voting.
We've been up since probably about 4 o'clock this morning, so it's going to be a long day, and we're excited to see what the outcome will be.
If Leonard wins, it would be the first time the seat is held by a Republican since the 90s, while Amo would be the state's first black representative in Congress.
So the big question tonight, who is Rhode Island sending to Washington, D.C.? Everyone watching those results closely. Both candidates will have their own different parties with their own supporters. Reporting live in East Providence tonight, I'm Sheena Losciuto, 12 News.
And today, voters in Fall River are deciding whether to keep Mayor Paul Coogan at City Hall or bring back former Mayor Sam Sutter. We caught up with both of them earlier today as they cast their ballots and did some last-minute campaigning.
This election was a little different than I thought. It was a rock and roll election. We had to keep moving, so we work hard. We have a good team, and it's like the others. I'll talk more about it when the election's over.
It's been a long campaign. I actually kicked it off last December, so that's almost a year, but pretty much full time since the middle of June. So that's 5 months. You can tell my voice is hoarse. That happens to a lot of candidates at the end.
Meantime, the incumbent mayors of New Bedford and Taunton are also facing challengers today. 12 News reporter Alexandra Leslie talked to the candidates in those two races. She continues our live team coverage.
Well, as you just heard there, Mayor Paul Coogan is hoping for another term here in Fall River. So are the mayors in New Bedford and Taunton, though their challengers are hoping for a major upset. 12 News crisscrossed Bristol County, Mass today, watching as candidates made their final push for mayor.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Over in New Bedford, candidate Tyson Moultrie says he has a 90-day plan for a seamless transition if he were to oust incumbent Mayor John Mitchell.
My top 3 priorities are government accountability, addressing public safety, and then, infrastructure.
Mayor Mitchell echoed similar priorities as he vies for his 6th consecutive term in office.
Made a lot of progress over the years in public safety in our schools and economic development, but there's a lot of work ahead.
In Taunton, Mayor Shauna O'Connell is also hoping for a 3rd term, making infrastructure, public safety, and economic development continued priorities.
We look forward to continuing all of those things for the people of Taunton as I work full-time, 100% of the time to be their full-time mayor.
O'Connell's former chief of staff, Ed Carrera, is hoping to take her place.
As I hadn't finished what I started. I was chief of staff for almost 3 years and had a lot of things left to do, and I figured I'd get them done.
And we also heard about the voters themselves today and how several candidates are hoping to make voter turnout a priority and boost up in Bristol County. We're now reporting live in Fall River. Alexandra Leslie, 12 News.
And across Rhode Island, 10 cities and towns are voting in local referendums today, including school bond questions in the communities right there on your screen.
And Middletown has been reporting some of the highest voter turnout in the state today as residents decide whether to borrow $190 million for a new middle and high school.
And once again, we're joined live by 12 News politics editor Ted Nesi, who's been tracking all of these bond questions this fall. You know, Ted, you mentioned at 5 o'clock how high turnout is in North Kingstown for that $222 million school and public safety bond. They're calling it the mega bond. But you're also keeping a close eye on what happens in Bristol Warren. It's kind of a unique situation there.
Yeah, it's interesting, Mike Shannon. So Bristol Warren, of course, have one combined school district. But because of the way these vote works, today the voters in the towns are deciding whether to borrow $200 million to build a new Mount Hope High School. The interesting thing is the ballot question could pass even if one town rejects it, because all that matters is how many votes it gets combined. So it will be interesting to see whether both Bristol and Warren vote the same way on this bond, or if it goes down in one town and wins in the other, and then how it shakes out across the two towns altogether.
Really, Ted, just one of the many storylines we're going to be following tonight. The results will be starting to come in after 8 o'clock. Ted, thanks for being here.
Good to be here.